Jeremiah 50. Their Redeemer is strong, the Lord of hosts is his name. He shall thoroughly plead their cause, that he may give rest to the land, and disquiet the inhabitants of Babylon. The sword is upon the Chaldeans, saith the Lord, and upon the inhabitants of Babylon, and upon her princes, and upon her wise men. A sword is upon the liars, and they shall dote. A sword is upon her mighty men, and they shall be dismayed. A sword is upon their horses, and upon their chariots, and upon all the mingled people that are in the midst of her, and they shall become as women. A sword is upon her treasures, and they shall be robbed. A drought is upon her waters, and they shall be dried up. For it is the land of graven images, and they are mad upon their idols.
Sword of the Lord speaking. Today we have a bold-faced liar named William Albrecht, who wants to pretend like he's going to teach me Greek. A Greek speaker. Someone who reads Greek daily. I'm going to tell a Greek speaker he doesn't know Greek. Let's hit the play button.
I hate it when I hear people are struggling because of bullying. I hate that.
You hear what he just said? These guys don't like bullies, right? But they sit online every other day trying to be some troll, bullies, whatever you call them, knowing they're not like that in real life. We've seen Sam Shimon and God Logic and these guys standing face to face with people, and they don't talk how they do online. We know this. We know who these people are. And you got the nerve to say you don't like bullies. Man, Sam Shimon is like this guy's best friend. The guy who wants to threaten a little 14-year-old teenage boy, Sam Shimon threatened to beat this kid up or something like that. He wasn't even talking to him crazy or nothing. And Sam Shimon's talking about he's going to beat him up. Like, okay, why wouldn't you beat them Muslims up who was talking crazy to you to your face? These dudes are idiots, morons, cowards. You dudes don't fight in combat. You fight online. Let's hit the play button.
What's up, buddy? What's up, Sword of the Lord?
Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you. What's up? What's your faith? You're a Nazarene?
Okay. Yeah.
What's that? What do you mean Nazarene? What does that mean?
This guy's a Bible teacher, a Bible debater, and he doesn't know what a Nazareth is.
That's what the followers of Jesus was called before they were called Christian.
Very clearly what Nazarenes believe today, there are so many different ones that you can't even pinpoint what they believe because they believe pretty much.
I don't care what they believe today. I said the followers of Christ. That's all you need to know. I believe in Yeshua, his ways that he taught. He taught Torah. He didn't teach what y'all teach. You got your own thing going. You got Catholicism. You got Protestants.
All these different kinds of wild, quacky things. So what do you believe that lines up with the early church? Or do you actually believe things that the early church taught? Or you just call yourself a Nazarene?
Wild, quacky things are you talking about? Like celebrate Easter, which is a pagan holiday? You're celebrating Easter sex temples? That doesn't sound wacky to you? You worshiping the Playboy bunny. You're celebrating Santa Claus. Odin. The guy with the reindeers who gives out food and carrots or whatever for gifts to little kids while everybody else is taking hallucinogens, getting high on mushrooms under pine trees. That's what you celebrate. Christmas and Easter.
Nazarene because they were called Nazarenes in the Bible.
The followers of Jesus were called Nazarenes.
You believe in the Trinity, Father, Son, Holy Spirit.
No.
You're not even a Christian. You're a fake.
Where is that in the Bible? Where is Trinity in the Bible? Nowhere. Nowhere to be found. You can find the Trinity somewhere around 320 AD. with Constantine and his boys. This pagan idolatry. Yeah, you can find it with the Easter Bunny and Santa Claus and all that. You're not going to find that in the Bible.
All right, what's your question, buddy? You're not even a Christian. You're pretending to be one. You're gathering a name that you read in the Bible. You're attaching it to yourself, but you're not even a Christian. What's your question?
Do you think that polygyny is sin?
There's no such word. The word is polygamy. There's no.
I asked this guy, does he think that polygyny is a sin? He said that's not a word. And he thought I said polygamy. You see how arrogant these fools are? Polygyny, that's Greek for many women. Polygamy, that's Greek for many marriages. Now, if this guy actually knew Greek, like how he's pretending to, he would know that.
There's no such word as polygyny. The word is polygamy.
Greek.
You know Greek, buddy?
Yes.
Okay, so you're going to read Greek for me. Where's the verse? You're going to read it for me. You're going to parse it for me right now. This is where you shouldn't have gone, buddy.
By the way, this is a guy who gets made fun of for speaking Greek wrong. Everybody knows this guy doesn't really speak Greek. Imagine telling somebody they don't speak Greek, who reads the Bible in Greek and in Hebrew daily. We're talking about 4 hours a day, maybe 12 hours on Saturday.
You shouldn't have gone down this road. Where's the word? Oh, give me the verse in the Bible. Give it to me right now.
You're asking me to read what?
Give me the verse. Where's the verse that you're talking about? Give it to me.
Polygamy.
He's asking me to show him a verse of poly and gamy in the Bible. In the Greek, right? Those are two basic Greek words.
You mean in the Bible?
Where's the verse for polygamy? Where's the word?
Those are two Greek words.
Where
Poly and
is the
gamy.
word for polygamy in the Bible? You said there's a word and you're reading it. Where is it?
It's poly and gamy.
Okay, so you don't even know where it is. Let's do this. So.
No, you don't even know where it is either. Because you're pretending to know Greek. You didn't even know that was a Greek word. Dumbo.
Let's do this. Read this and parse it for me. You shouldn't have done this, buddy. Read it for me. What? What? Wait. What? What did you say? What? What?
You can't hear me?
I can hear you very clearly. You can't read Greek. Start over again. You're not reading Greek. Read it again.
You hear this? A Greek speaker who speaks Greek daily needs to be corrected on his Greek by a guy who can't even pronounce the words correctly.
You can't even read Greek. Brother, let's stop it, brother. Stop. You can't read Greek, brother. You're lying. Stop it, brother. You can't read Greek, brother. You're fake, brother. What did you say? Dynamis? Really? Stop, brother. You're a fraud, brother. Stop. You're a liar, brother. You can't read Greek.
Why'd you take it off the screen?
Because you're a fraud. You're not reading it correctly. You butchered the whole thing. You don't know Greek, brother. You're a fraud. You're a fake. You're a fake. You don't know. No, you did not read it in Greek. You butchered everything. You mispronounced over half of the words, brother. You're a fake. You're a fraud. You're a liar to the audience. Oh, he was born and raised speaking Koine Greek?
There's a minor difference between the modern and Koine Greek.
No, there is not. You are ignorant. No, there is not a minor difference. You are wrong.
Yes, it is.
I work with a Greek scholar day in and day out, brother. You are wrong.
The ita is
Okay.
pronounced a little
Try
bit
this
different. It's
again.
pronounced with
No,
the
you are
S.
wrong. There is a big difference in pronunciation.
Okay,
You're a fraud, buddy.
I know scholars.
You are
I
a
know
fraud,
scholars
buddy.
that agree with.
Okay. What I said was there's a minor difference between modern and Koine Greek, right? He's saying no, it's not. Okay, well, let's see. Let's see from a Koine Greek speaker. Let's see how he reads in Koine Greek and see who's lying. Okay, first, I'm going to read this writing from Koine Greek, but with modern accent. And after that, my guy here, he's going to read it in the Koine accent. Paterimon,
Pateremon,
o en Tisuranis,
Wendus Horamus,
agastito to onomasu,
αγιασθέτω το όνομά σου,
Ελθέτω η βασιλεία σου. Γεννηθήτω το τέλμα σου. Ως εν ουρανό και επί της γης.
ελθέτω η βασιλεία σου, γεννηθέτω το τέλημά σου, ως εν ουρανό και επί της γης.
Okay, so you all heard it, right? You see the Kenny Greek accent, it sounds very similar to the modern Greek. And we know this for a fact that they are very similar because the history of the misspelling of the words. So we know this is how the older Greek sounds. But this guy, William, he's saying that he has a scholar teaching him the Greek correctly, right? Keep that in mind. Every time I have a debate with these guys, they always say that they know Greek or they work with Greek scholars. Listen, bro, you're not fooling me with that. That's why they always run from me when I let them know that I do speak it. See, they'll debate somebody 2 hours straight, but once I tell them that I speak the original languages, the debate won't even last 5 minutes. 90% of them. It's not that you're tired of debating me. You're pretending that you're working with a scholar. What does your scholar doesn't know basic Greek? Okay, so now let's read 1 Timothy 3, verses 1 through 6. This is true. If a man desires the office of a bishop, he desires a good work. A bishop must then be perfect, faithful to his woman, vigilant, sober, of good behavior, given to hospitality, apt to teach, not given to wine, no striker, not greedy of filthy lucre, but patient, not a brawler, not covetous. One that ruleth his own house well, having his children in subjection with all gravity. For if a man not know how to rule his own house, how shall he take care of the church of God? Not a novice. Lest being lifted up with pride, he fall into the condemnation of the devil. This is a huge problem we have with many of your churches now. You have a bunch of novices who want to lead the church, and they're too prideful and too arrogant to be corrected. So they have all these different denominations, all these different beliefs, all these different varying opinions, which is why we have to have these debates to straighten out all this BS that everybody's teaching. And you know why these people are a bunch of novices? Because they're not willing to be corrected. They're not willing to humble themselves to listen. You can't teach somebody or correct somebody that refuses to listen. Now hit the play button so we can finish exposing this idiot.
There's a minor difference between the modern and Koine Greek.
No, there is not. You are ignorant. No, there is not a minor difference. You are wrong.
Yes, it is.
I work with a Greek scholar day in and day out, brother. You are wrong.
The ita is pronounced a little
try
bit
this
different.
again.
It's pronounced with
No,
the
you are
S.
wrong. There is a big difference in pronunciation.
Okay,
You're a fraud, buddy.
I know scholars.
You are a fraud,
buddy.
buddy.
That agree with what I'm
So
saying.
you're going to read this. You're going to read this. You're going to read it for me. What does that Greek word mean there? What is in the second line, the first word? What does it mean?
Pros.
Pros?
I mean,
What? Pros? Where do you see pros?
I mispronounced the word, and I was trying to go back and pronounce it the correct way. It actually says hypostasios. And when I'm trying to go back and say it again, he's talking over me. You can hear me in the background saying it the correct way.
Where do you see pros in the second line? Upostaseos. You are a fraud, buddy.
Nope, it is not upostaseos. The first letter is called an ipsilon. In Greek, the only time you pronounce the ipsilon as an u is if it has an omicron in front of it. Yes, the next word behind it is pronounced aftu. You see at the end, the two letters are omicron and ipsilon. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Buddy, where do you see pros there? Where do you see pros? You're a fraud, dude. Get out of here, dude. Pros, really? Upo? Upo is pros? Upo is pros? Don't come here playing these games. Pros and upos are the same. Pros and upo? Really? You got to be kidding me. You got to be joking me, man.
Okay, let me show you something, William. In the modern, this word is pronounced rise. You see there's no omicron in front of it, right? It's pronounced rise. And it should be the same whether it's modern or kini. The next word has an omicron epsilon at the end, so it's pronounced poniru. So I'm going to read both words from Matthew 6, verse 13. I'm going to read it first in the modern, and then my guy's going to read it in kini. Alarise imasaputu poniru.
Ala risay mas apotu poneru.
Okay, so now hit the play button so we can hear this idiot embarrass himself.
Really? I am in a state of shock. Pros and upos, upostaseos. Wow, pros. Wow.
He's also pronouncing the last part of the word wrong. There's no stress mark over the epsilon. It's called tonos. The letter that looks like an E, there's no stress mark on top of it. So he's pronouncing that wrong too. Okay, so let's see one more time from another Greek speaker, okay? How do you say it? Hypostasios. William, maybe we need to get one of your so-called scholars to come and teach us Greek. Okay, go to the next part. Hit the play button.
Okay.
Oh, your English is good. You're like a scholar.
Man.
Get out of here, dude. I don't waste my time with frauds, man. I don't play games. You can't read a lick of Greek, man. You can't even read a lick of it, dude. Send in any questions you may have. Praise the Lord, man. Praise God, man. We gotta do some stuff again, man. It's been a minute, man. It's been a long time.
Yeah, it was good times back then. You just tore the Greek fraud up, man. That was hilarious.
Oh yeah, complete fraud. Complete.
That guy talking, he is a big fat slob, but he had to call in and put in his 2 cents. Man, look at this big porky pig liar. Now, William, before this guy even called in, William said that he's going to be meeting people at some convention, and if you come and shake his hand, he's going to drag you to the gym. Why isn't he saying anything to this guy? That's the guy you need to be dragging to the gym.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I could tell right away. Look, if you start, look, anytime people do that, man. I mean, look, whenever people start bragging about knowing Greek, and I can hear that they're butchering it, immediately I can tell they're a fraud, man. And I've done it many times over. Many times over.
I've self-studied for years, and I would never challenge anybody to do it. I'm not that kind of person. I can't do it.
But you could tell the guy couldn't read it. He was a fraud.
I know. No, the first letter was like, no, he don't know it.
Okay, now keep this in mind. When I called in, I asked William, does he think polygyny is a sin? He said that's not a such thing. It's called polygamy. I said, polygyny comes from the Greek word polygyny, multiple women. Polygamy means multiple marriage. Those are 2 Greek words put together. He didn't know that they were Greek words. And like I said, they're basic Greek words. And these dumbos are sitting over here trying to tell me that I don't speak the language.
Ready for tomorrow, man. I am ready to pump iron tomorrow, guys. We already have people. We already have people here running there. That I see a comment that got erased. Oh.
The moderators took everything down so you can't see what they're saying.
Oh, wow. So, where's that comment? Apparently, somebody claimed Where? I can't find it. And I'm glad you guys got rid of that lunatic. Where is it? We got a bunch of lunatics here. In what world does he speak Greek? You guys are out of your mind. In what world does he speak Greek? You guys are just delusional, man.
Go to the part where William said he doesn't rest. And then we're going to end it there.
I don't rest, man. As you can tell, I don't rest, man. I don't rest, man. As you can tell, I don't rest, man. I'm doing it. I'm doing it nonstop. There's no rest here, man. The rest is for the wicked, man.
Proverbs 4. Enter not into the path of the wicked, and go not in the way of evil men. Avoid it, pass not by it, turn from it, and pass away. For they sleep not, except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away, unless they cause some to fall.